In this market, to be successful, you're going to need to turn your seller's mindset into a buyer's mindset. Hi, this is Jason Daniels with Move Up in Real Estate. Let me explain. To be successful in this market where there's not as many sellers just listing their home as far as what's on the market, there's a lot more. And we're seeing prices come down here in Colorado and other states here, all across the United States, we're seeing price reductions. So it's taking a mindset shift for those sellers, for them to understand that pricing is critical. And so what do I mean, turn their mindset into a buyer? This is important. 95% of marketing is the correct price. If you can't market the right price, the home's not gonna sell most likely in today's market. And I always tell my sellers this, hey, if they wanna overprice something, we could list your house, say that our house is maybe a $400,000 or $500,000 house. Hey, we could list your house for 1.5 million and we could spend $1 million on a Super Bowl ad. It's not gonna sell for $1.5 million, is it? And then of course they say, well, of course not, that's silly. We kind of use that to let them know just in a playful way, hey, you've got to be serious about pricing. The market is really tight now with as many listings there are. Buyers, they can have their choice. They can be discerning. They can decide amongst other homes. They're not the only game in town anymore that particular week in that particular price range. What we like to do here at Finch & Gable Real Estate Company is do a comparable market analysis where we pull comparable sales. Now that data is important, but it's old. The market has just shifted. So we want to make sure we take a look at what's the current active properties that are available, because that's our competition. And that's exactly what I mean. We want the seller to look at those because they're competition and they need to be in the top 1, 2, or 3 spots depending on condition. So we ask them to look at the available homes that are within about a mile range, similar square footage, similar floor plan. Of course, we put that in the market analysis when we present that to them. And we look at those homes as if they were a buyer. So we asked Mr. and Mrs. Seller, why don't you please put your buyer shoes on, pretend you're a buyer shopping for your own home. Where would you think your home might sell? And when we put that back on them, they really have to think about it. And they go, you're right, we really do want to move, so we should probably price it so we're in the top 3, maybe 4, if there's 10 or 12 available properties. And if they still go, well, I don't know, I'm hiring you. I say, well, if there's 12 available properties and they're all pretty similar and you're the most expensive out of the 12, or you're number 10, 11, or 12, what do you think the likelihood is your home is gonna sell? Now, if they're being reasonable, they'll get the point. Sometimes sellers say, well, my home is unique because, and they fill in the blank. I have the whole surround sound, awesome. That's probably worth about $1,000. It's not a $10,000 or $20,000 upgrade. So that is an objection, and that's another topic we can get into is different objections. But right now I just want to help all the agents out there that maybe weren't in this market in 2008 through 2012. That is where I was able to really hone my skills. That's when I built my team. We grew our business every year, and we knew if we could list a home at an appropriate price, we know with our marketing plan it was going to sell. Now it might not sell in 4 hours or 4 days. Again, we have to set those expectations for a seller that really 30 days to 60 days, depending on if they want to try a higher price, they better not go too high because they may be chasing the market downward. So 30 to 45 days, if the home is priced correct, it should be sold. And again, if you have a marketing system, a marketing plan, another thing we tell our seller is we know our marketing works. We've sold here at Finch & Gable on our team, we've sold over 2,000 homes. So we know our marketing system works. If we're getting showings, we're getting people in, but no offers, guess what? The market is speaking to us. So again, I'm kind of intermingling some of the objection handling scripts and dialogues that we use here to help our sellers understand why pricing is so critical. One other objection you might get is, it's location, location, location. That's actually, something that is spread out there, not necessarily a misconception of what's out there. Yes, location is important, but guess what? If you price it appropriately, it's going to sell. If there's a house that backs to a highway or a railroad track, location's not great, but guess what? If you drop that enough, someone's going to come and buy it. It's just supply and demand. So again, focus on getting listings at a price that are going to sell, because here's the worst thing you can do is go list a bunch of properties at a price that's too high, and now you've just signed up to have a bunch of angry people calling you on a weekly basis. So I don't have any hair left. You can see I may have made that mistake early on in my career because I was just so eager to get those listings. But trust me, you're going to have a lot better lifestyle and career if you can really work with the sellers that want to price it properly. So thank you for watching this video. It's critical. Turn that seller into a mindset of a buyer so they can see it from their own eyes as if they were buying their own home. I wish you the best out there. And if you have any questions, reach out to us through our social media channels, and we'll see you in the next video.